We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
Alright, how we doing, everyone? Titus here, ready to get started with our next Pokemon random pack energy break. So, yeah, Chip Case Restocker was saying I do really like this format for doing a one-product break like this. So, yeah, we talked about doing it in the past, but I don't know, I feel like when we do it with other, like a mix of different products, it makes more sense to get the 10 spots and have more product in the break. But, yeah, when, like, Charizard is obviously, like, the chase. Like, there's not really a whole lot else to chase in Phantasmal. It makes sense to give everybody a shot at hitting Charizard. So, glad you guys are liking the format. Abel's going to run it again tonight. If you didn't watch the first one and are confused about the format, it'll make a lot more sense once I start opening this. So, I'm going to get my sorting tray out. So, basically what I'm doing is, like, as I'm opening the packs, I'm just, I'm sorting it right away. I lost one of the energy cards here. I'm just sorting them right away, and then we'll recap by type at the end. So, and then you'll see if I put stuff on the showcase, I'll stash the energy card with it. But yeah, sorters are going to love this format too because they don't have to sort it afterwards. It's all taken care of. Let's start off with the bundles. So yeah, we're all full on the third one. I'll random it off probably at the end of this break. We'll go from there. I did go back through afterwards on the first one. I slid up all of the hollows. So the one thing would be a little awkward to try to slid up the hollow each time. But afterwards, it's super easy to just pull them out from each spot and do it. Yeah, the fun thing too is like we'll hit an illustration rare and you're not gonna know who it's gonna go to until I show the the energy card at the back of the pack. Here we go. Good luck. We're gonna hit right away here, and a Charmander. Let's go. So Empoleon is gonna go to Steel type. So sticking with his normal type. Not that this needs to be on the showcase, but just for the purposes of demonstrating. Throw the steel energy card there. And so yes, it's a steel type, but it goes based off of the pack energy in the back. Still steel going to Dax. So, and then I'll stash all of these cards in my steel spot. Easy enough. Station Hollow is going to go to the fire spot. Stash it. Mega Sharpedo going to fighting type. All right. Fighting the Dax as well. Energy card in the back there. Grimsley's Move, going to water type. So yeah, a couple less spots in this. There's obviously no trainer energy, and there's no colorless or normal energy as well. So water going to Rocky. And there's also not dragon energy, but there's no dragon cards in Phantasmal anyways. You can see down to the 8 spots. A lot of hits in this first bundle. Toxtricity, go to Dark. Rotom, going to Psychic. There you go, Kyle. How's new location? I was there for a couple hours yesterday, and it was absolutely packed. So feedback was overwhelmingly positive. There's a couple things that like just aren't quite finished yet. Like we don't have the signs outside the store. Not ideal, but people obviously knew where to find us. And then, yeah, there's like, we're doing digital pricing, and those aren't in yet, so I have like digital price tags on the front of the shelves. So we do just the menu pricing still. So just little stuff like that that'll make it even better. Break Studios aren't quite ready yet, so we're hoping to break there next weekend. You know, the full experience once they're breaking live where people are shopping as well. Yeah, it's gonna be epic though. It's just so much more space. The shop is cool. That one is epic. Really epic. Hey, you too, Rucker. Hope all is well. I see you more on Pokemon TCG than in the breaks. Toxtricity going to water. Ambipom fire. Toxtricity going to fighting. Fighting going to Dax. I feel like fighting is already up on the showcase somewhere here. Yep, with Sharpedo. So we'll go mitt on those. Nice stuff. Sounds good, Kyle. Will do. I love it, Rocker. I love it. Yeah, it's fun ripping a couple packs on there each day. Steel. Pomo for electric. And Miss Magus for fire. Fire to Dax. After this, I'll do Bone Chrome 192, and then we'll do that third Pokemon. I got 7 left in Update, 24 left in Series 1 Hockey. Pick your team. For sure, get Update in if we have to have Abel's already here, so if we have him rip hockey, start off his net, probably not the end of the world. Unless you're anti-Team Animal. He's the hockey guy anyways. Little trace. Hinderrocker, congrats on nice little Charizard yesterday. That was epic. So same as that first one, we got to pull in going to Steel here. Yeah, so chip case restocker came to the new store. Says, realistically, how many bundles do I gotta buy to have a good shot at hitting the Charizard? I'm like, they're pretty tough to hit. Pretty tough to hit. Buys 4 of them, and kids pulled the gold Charizard. Nice way to ring in the new store, huh? Genesect for electric. Mega Heracross going to fire. Fire to Dax. I think fire's up here somewhere, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, the UPC is tough because there's only 4 packs in there of Phantasmal, but they're fun in their own regards. Just for the promos, Suicune for water. Yeah, I don't think I have a single grass type yet, which is ridiculous. In the first one, it was pretty evenly split between all the spots. Oh, that's sick, Rucker. Let's go. That's awesome. Minus was good this year. I didn't get to rip very much of it. I think I was gone for like 1 or 2 of the days on release week. We'll afford it. Well, Piplup going to fire type again. Oh, Kershaw to 10 is fantastic. That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be weird not seeing Kershaw out there anymore. But, fire. Yeah, let's go Mitt. Let's go Mitt on fire. We get the promo cards coming later. Going to Dax. Mega Deontay for fighting type. Fighting to Dax. Put an energy card in there a little further. Fighting was in the mid. Stash these. Punk helmets going to dark type. I feel like a good amount of hits here from the bundles. Stash that one. Moltres for Psychic. Genesect Electric. Suicune for Grass. Yeah, I was saying in the first break too, the other nice thing about this is if you like to try to put together the base set, you'll get all types doing these breaks. So if you do a couple of these, you know, you might end up with a full base set. Never asked what is your favorite, like Pokemon, or what are you asking, products? There's 6 left in Topps update, so very close on that one. My favorite Pokemon is Charmander. I've got probably 50 different PSA 10s of Charmander, so English and Japanese. Yeah, like 1 or 2 Chinese. That Charcadet up there, fire type. Favorite products of Pokemon to open? Probably 151. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to find a clean base card. I've been looking at some of them. Find a clean Charmander base card from Phantasmal to send in. I've done pretty good the last several releases of only having to send in 1 card. Because obviously, like sending in a 10-cent base card, like a better 10. 9's not worth much on those, but the 10s actually do surprisingly good on those. End up being like $40 PSA 10s. So, oh, that's Charmeleon. Rotom, but not that I'm doing it to sell them. Rotom going to water type here for Rocky. But yeah, just trying to get one of each of them for fun. Restroom for Steel. There's a Charizard going to Dark type. Nice, Rocker. Yeah, luckily I bought a lot of good Charmander 10s before they got super expensive. So there was actually some that I had dupes of that I was able to sell and do quite well on. But now I'm kicking myself for some of the ones that I didn't buy, like the original McDonald's Charmander promo. Maybe I'll keep firing them in for now. But yeah, like that one is super expensive right now, and it wasn't when I started collecting all the 10s. That's how it goes. I like the Legendary Collection reverse. Empoleon, I'm going to go to Electric type here. Electric to Dax. Yeah, I just had... they're probably actually back here at the shop. I haven't seen them yet, but just last week popped the Charmander 151 base and reverse hollow, and 10 both of them. So super happy about that. I don't think that I have Electric up here. I just don't remember. We're good. Electricity for Psychic. What we got? Mega Lopunny. Actually showed that one earlier. It was at the top when I pulled the stack away. Lopunny going to Grass for D-Twizzy. Yeah, we did have a nice special illustration in the last one out of the UPC. The Gardevoir from Mega Evolution. Lopunny up there. Meowth going to fighting. Fighting the Dax. Yeah, probably back to mint now with 2 illustration rares. There you go. Lygon to water. Genesect, Steel. The first ETB. Yeah, fighting's doing well. Yeah, that's kind of the fun thing. Like, if we were to run this as just a random type break, you know right after the random if you got a shot at something big or not, really. Like, if you hit fire type, golden. If you didn't, might not even watch. In this format, though, everybody's got a chance right down to the last pack. First. Promo gonna go to fire type Dax. Fire type is still an instant win getting the promo cards, but anybody can hit the Charizards. Kyle says like this format a lot. Yeah, I think it's a fun one. Said you do get less product in there for a normal versus a normal $99 mixer since it's 8 spots versus 10. It's $200 less of spots, but at the same time you're splitting the hits with less people. So anytime something big gets pulled, you got a 1 in 8 shot at it for each spot. I'm sure we'll do both in the future, but like I said, for like a one product break where one spot clearly has the best chases, it makes a lot of sense to do this format, I think. Moltres for water. Genesect fire. Dark there. Charmander, Electric. Abel's actually here. Mega Heracross for Psychic, and is breaking tonight. But yeah, he's been putting in some hours, making up for all those vacation days. Psychic to Kyle. There you go. Wrote him already. Nimble, going to Grass. Grass to D-Twizzy. So that one's actually going to its own spot. I like it. Grass type card, and going to the grass spots. Right there with Lopunny. Fighting. Lopunny again. Going to water this time. Anytime you see that that darker border, yeah, could it be? Water to Rocky. Grimsley's move up there as well. Alright, last pack from the ETB is Toxtricity for Fighting again. Yeah, Fighting definitely has the most cards in this one so far, but I don't think that was the case in the last one. Yeah, I was kind of curious how evenly distributed it would be. Obviously, the more packs you open, then probably you would expect it to be more evenly distributed. But it's been pretty close for the most part. Okay, Ultra Premium. Let me just set the promos down for a second. Packs out here. 18 packs. Fire to Dax. I'm not sure if Dax wants me to open these or not, so I'm going to just keep them sealed. Look, at this point, it's a lot of the same people buying in, so I know if you want them ripped or not. But let me know, Dax. For the most part, they've like all been gradable. This one, the Charger looks a little bit offsetting on the front. It's not terrible, but the back corners have been like immaculate on those promos for the most part. Which is different than some of the other recent promos. They've been tough. Alright, what do we got next? Rabsca for Dark. Tapu Koko Dark. Hopsation going to Fire. Pokemon's fun. Always happy to help answer questions and tell you what you're looking for too. Love to help educate. So yeah, if you ever want to hop in or just want to watch and ask questions, go ahead. Lily's Clefairy. Going to Psychic. Kyle. There's a little bit of plastic chunks in there. I'm just gonna grab a fresh pack. Damage the card. Kyle. Make sure you get it in the right spot. Hops Double, Electric. Lycanroc. Grass. Unitone, Steel. Alakazam. Dialga. Genium, also electric. Grass there with Gorbis. Lizkin, Dark. Arvin's Greedent, Steel. Crustal, Electric. I think we haven't top loaded quite as many cards in this one compared to the last one. Toxtricity, Dark. Vileplume, Fire. Mushroom, Electric. Last pack, Zacian for Psychic. Yeah, not great out of the ultra premium there. But overall, like you guys are saying, I really like this format. Looking forward to ripping one more this afternoon. Let's see. Don't have too much that's not out there. We can just combine these. Okay. That's all the top-loaded stuff out there, so let's go ahead and recap. Go ahead and recap my spot here. So water, going to Rocky Kwan. We got the Mega Lopunny Full Arts, Grimsley's Move, and Rotom EX. And I got one Charizard hit, plus obviously we have the Charizard promo, but going to Dark type for Dax. Get the Mega Charizard X, also the Punk helmets. I got Psychic going to Kyle, Lily's Clefairy, Mega Heracross, and Rotom EX. Got Empoleon Full Art going to Electric for Dax. Got the Fire Spot going to Dax with the promos. So Charizard and Oricorios in that pack as well. And 2 Charcadets from the ETBs. Also hit the Piplup illustration rare, Mega Heracross, Miss Magus, and Hopsization Full Arts. Fire to Dax. I don't think so, Kyle. The Lily's Clefairy might be decent. That's like one of the chase cards is like the special illustration of Lily's Clefairy, so maybe the regular EX is okay, but probably not worth consigning. Grass going to D-Twizzy, Mega Lopunny, and it's Nimble illustration rare. Got a couple Empoleons for Steel type, Steel to Dax. And then in the midst, I've got Fighting going to Dax as well. Fighting, I think, it's pretty close. Electric has quite a few cards as well. Probably Fighting and Electric had the most. Dark, very similar as well. I think Grass had the fewest, but it's really ended up not being that far behind. It's just at the beginning there was no Grass. Then it was trying to catch up. Meowth illustration, Toxtricity illustration, Mega Sharpedo, Mega Deontay going to Fighting. So good stuff there, Dax. Fun break. Let's go ahead and random off Pokemon number 3. And then I'm going to get live with Bowman Chrome here in just a second. Let's see. Alright, switch over to the desktop. Brandon looks up top. Rocky closed it. 9 rounds. Brandon looks up top. Rocky on the bottom. Just same as they were before. Put in our YouTube link here also. Oh, this is still number 2. There are your assignments for number 3. So I'll see you for that in a little bit. It'll be a little bit longer than this, but the Bowman Chrome's like a 15-minute break, so it shouldn't be too long. So yeah, I'll see you in 15